Welcome to today's session, which is about how to use Infraworks for a conceptual design of an industrial park. This video forms part of a 5-part series. Our agenda today will be to prepare a subdivision of the site and to create map check reports, as well create parcel tables. The design workflow we're going to follow for the subdivision: we will create parcels from objects, we will be numbering the parcels, display map check analysis, create map check reports, and create parcel tables. At the end of all that, we will then export our model to Infraworks. My name is Lois Sotoi. I'm a civil engineer at Tabisa Consulting. This channel is for you, and the topics we cover come directly from questions we get on a daily basis. So if you like what you see, please subscribe to the channel. We also welcome your comments on this video. If there are other topics you'd like us to cover, please get in touch by leaving a comment. With that said, let's dive in. This is the concept design we created in Infraworks and then brought into Civil 3D in part 1 of this series. To see the part 1 video, please check out the link in the description below. We will create a closed polyline around this site so that we are then able to do the subdivisions on this plot of land. And for that purpose, we have now created this drawing, which now shows the extent of that piece of land. From the contextual ribbon, we're gonna come here and we create a parcel from objects. There is an option here to create parcels from scratch, which is this one, but I find it easier to draw the line work just using polylines and arcs. We will put the parcel on an industrial site, seeing that this development is for an industrial type of development. So we want to select business number 1. Clicking on this button, this will allow us to create the new site, industrial. Also, we will automatically create and add the segment labels. We will leave that on that layer, and there's parcel segments, we'll put them on that layer. Also, what we will do, we will erase the existing object so that we do not end up with a lot of entities in our drawing. When it comes to these sites, the one thing we need to know in the context of site is that if objects are on the same site, they can and will interact with each other. So the reason why we're putting this on that site is so that all other entities that we put in there, it can then interact with them. So we've now created our site. If I select this site, I can change the parcel style such that I switch off the parcel area fill, and now I can see much more information about my site. Now if we zoom in here, we can see that the extent of our site is 221 hectares. We now need to subdivide this plot into the various portions that are going to be developed. So for this purpose, what we have done is we have brought in the edge of the road reserves, and we will use these to create portions of this bigger site. For that, we are going to start by what we want to do. We're going to create a parcel. We come under here, under parcels, and we create a parcel from objects. We create this road reserve and select that. It will be business one. We'll put it under industrial site. We're happy with everything here, and we will erase existing entities. We select OK. Now we have created two sites on our plot of land. We've created two plots, two parcels. Now if we look at that parcel, there's a parcel number 1, which is about 71 hectares, and the remainder of that now is this one, which is remaining, which is this one. Now we're gonna use this road reserve again. Okay, maybe before we do that, let's save. We want to create a parcel again from existing objects. We create with that, and again we will erase existing objects. So now if you notice, we have got 3 pieces of plots. We've got that, which is the bigger part, and also we've got this inside one, and then we've got this that represent the road reserves. So now we know that we have got about 14 hectares of road reserve space. This will be helpful when we start getting into the drainage design. We have gone further ahead to subdivide this site, and just wanted to speed up the process. And as you can see now, we've got more pieces of, we've carved it up into smaller portions. But what we want to do now is to perhaps look at the properties of this. Now I want to change perhaps the style. Okay, let's see. Section display, I think maybe I want it, yeah. I want this to be a, let me see, where do I change that? Parcel properties. I want this to be an open, public open space. Let's see, because it's more a drainage area. Okay, what are we gonna put this? We're gonna put it in a public open space. Okay, same as this, because we have got a stream that runs through this area, so these have to be treated differently. Where is the public open space? Okay, I'm happy with this. So there's the public open space. Okay. So we've created a bit of a green belt through our site. Okay, So now that display is much better. So having done that, what I want you to just see is these parcels are also dynamic in that if we were to choose this endpoint, just want you to, if you see this, it's about 0.96 hectares. If we were to choose this and we bring it back here, suddenly all of that is no longer a part of the closed open space. In fact, that space becomes part of this portion. So any changes we make will dynamically the model will dynamically update. So I think I just want to undo that. Okay, then you can see we're getting back to where we were. At this point, we may want to do our map check analysis. If we click under parcel properties here, and having picked this parcel, this portion of the site, and under the analysis tab, we can see our map check analysis, and it shows us all the information of the various codes that form this portion of the site. And all the segments are listed here. You scroll down, and then at the end it's even showing us the perimeter of the site and also the area, which is 440,000 square meters. With the precision, it shows us 1:2. Yeah, that's the precision that it shows us. So we can click OK to get out of there. If we were to come to the sites and under industrial, we go to the parcels. Here's all our parcels. So we could right click here and do an export analysis. We are again getting a map track analysis. We can choose the destination of this file. We will save our text file in this folder. Okay, so there's our text file for all the sites. This is for all these portions. As you can see, this is the second site, second portion. Yeah, you can have a look at that at a later stage. If we wanted to compile a report, then we'd have to generate a map check report. So we can come here under parcels, we come to parcel map check report, we right click on that and we execute. These are all our sites, and we've selected all, so we can now create our report. This is the report that it creates for us, and as you can see that we've just used a template that comes out of the box, but you can configure this so that it's you are able to put in your company details, the client's company details, and also our own company details. But yes, this is much more formal report that we can submit with our map check report. Okay. We now need to subdivide these big portions of the site into the plots that will be sold as part of this development. So what we will do, we will start by subdividing this central portion here, and we'll do the rest, and the rest we will do it kind of offline just to save a bit of time. So we're gonna come into parcels, and we want to do the parcel creation tools. I want to use the freeform create. We will create a sites which we're gonna put under business 1, and then we will add the segment labels. Okay, so I want to put, okay, we'll split it here and there. Then we're gonna do segment here, bring it here, bring a segment there, then we'll bring a segment, let's bring a segment there. And as you can see, as we keep putting these plots, it's updating the areas. And we're trying to make them very much equal as much as possible. But yeah, at times we have to take over from the technology. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna exit that. Okay, having done that, let me try and get these as much. See, this one's about 5.4, 3.4, 2.7. I think I can steal a little bit here. Okay, so steal a little bit here. Let's see, what are we now? 4.7, 3.7, but 3. Yeah, but you get the idea. Things will never be exactly the same, but what we're going to do, let's create these other ones on the opposite. I'm just going to do still business 1, okay, create that and put it there. Okay. Okay. As you can see now, we have subdivided that portion of that into all these different plots. So what we will do, we will continue to do this offline, and then we will come back and show you the completed subdivision. Otherwise, if we do this on here, this video will just be too long. We have now created all our parcels. The next stage that we would want to do now would be to create a parcel table. So under the annotate, we would go to add tables. Under parcel, we come at area. So we would want to choose the parcel number and maximum tables per stack, number of rows across. I'm happy with that. Dynamic. Okay. We want to leave this reactivity mode dynamic, so that if we do make any changes, this table does update automatically. So now we're gonna select all our parcels, and we've got 60 parcels that we've created. Here's our table, which we now can paste on our drawing. If we zoom a little bit to our tables, there's our parcel tables, which we now can insert and send to our client and prospective buyers. So yes, these are the square meterages of the sites. Okay, in the next video, we're gonna export this design into Infraworks for further analysis. We hope this video has been of assistance to you, and we should just remind you that we are available to assist you as designers, and how we do that is that we can show you how to use the software on your projects. We can assist you to develop design workflows for increased efficiency, which will then help you to eliminate rework and errors in your design. We can also help you to improve coordination during the design process, especially in projects that are of a multidisciplinary nature. In the next episodes, we will cover stormwater design of this development. We hope this video has showed you how you can use Infraworks to model your site for site development projects. Thank you very much.